I'll do a quick video on Savannah Monitors. These guys are all loafing around. Here's something that's really kind of interesting. Savannah Monitors are pretty unique just to themselves in the fact if you put a water dish in the cage and it has, let's say, a tall lip, 3.5 inches or more, sometimes this is going to be creating a problem for the animal itself. And I'm sitting here watching this female, and I have a very shallow dish right here, but possibly this is not even shallow enough. So she'll go up to it, she'll lick at the water, but it's uncomfortable for her to put her neck over the water dish and actually pull in the water. So she'll sit here doing this exact thing. And generally what I do is I build up around this dish. So I just move this dish. It's usually back here and they can walk over to it. But it's very interesting. Just so if I kept this animal and I continued feeding her and I basically assumed that she's able to figure out the water thing, really, what would I be doing to this animal? Well, one of the big things I'd be doing to this animal is if she was not persistent enough, you're just watching this animal and it's just missing the water. But if it's not persistent enough, basically you start doing bad things to the kidneys. And that's going to age your animal. It's going to the health of the animal will decline. So if they don't have enough water in their diet, they'll be in a state of dehydration. When we have dehydration, we start having kidney failure and things like that. I'm not worried about her. It's only because I thought this was an interesting note, because she really legitimately, she can't figure it out. So, can we get some success? So, if you're keeping Savannah Monitors, I don't care, actually Savannah Monitors, all sorts of different lizards, but a water dish is often a very unnatural thing. Certainly with the case, let's say iguanas. We have iguanas and we start dehydrating these guys. These guys are, herbivores. They're very sensitive to high proteins in the diet. And, we'd be lying if I said that monitor lizards also would not be sensitive, that they'd have some kind of a kidney that doesn't suffer from dehydration, but it's not true. So this kind of basic meandering video that I'm babbling about, consider a water dish. Consider the availability. Does your animal even recognize a water dish? And a lot of these guys, it's a very unnatural thing, and I'm repeating myself and I know it. If you're looking at the condition of this animal's loaded with follicles. So what happens as we, if we continue with reproduction, she starts dedicating a lot of her energies to these developing follicles, which ultimately, if you're lucky, become eggs. So she has like this kind of drawn out slack look. That's actually, it doesn't even concern me, because this is kind of what they do. And we are endlessly sticking with the idea that a fat monitor is a healthy monitor, and I don't agree with that at all. I don't think these animals would come out of the wild always fat, and if anything, I've seen a fair number of wild savannas and black throats and white throats, and their condition is generally, by the time we get them, sure, they're held for a little while. They're never this fat, looking animal. And if you look at these guys, this is about as fat as you go. What do you guys think? And that's as long as I'm doing stuff to challenge them. I mean, these are females that are in a reproductive state, so they've been conditioned. This is a male right here, this is albino, but this is really what I want to see. So overfeeding your animals, you're going to shorten their life. If you do not achieve proper hydration, you're going to really shorten their life. There's a lot of noise going on over here. It's these guys. You're a criminal. So isn't she? All right. Say goodbye.